So I watched my dad. He had a lot of pain on his face. Another day of losses. This was in the 1990s, and I was just beginning to trade, and me and my dad had both entered a trade in the oil industry. And he had invested in a company called Schlumberger. And we had both researched these things, and he thought from what he had researched that Schlumberger was going to do really well. He had invested a decent amount of money in Schlumberger, and I had too, and the oil industry started tanking. It started going down really, really bad. My dad would sit there and look at the quotes every day, and the price would go down. The next day he'd look at it and go down. And he kept hoping that the market was going to turn around. He believed this market was going to do good. He had read everything that how this market was primed to go up. All the experts says it's going to go up, and he believed everything that he read. And he sat there every day, almost every day, and watched the market go down again and again and again. Well, me too, I had bought into the same hype, and I invested in oil as it was going up. But the difference between me and my dad, I had just started learning how to read charts. I can't remember which way I was looking at them at the time, and I said, oh my goodness, it's about to go down. I pulled my money. I took a very minimal loss, maybe 5% maximum. My dad, on the other hand, who had bought into the hype and kept believing that he was right and kept believing and hoping that everything was going to turn around, waited until the pain got so bad, the oil started driving down. It would pop up a little bit, and then it would drive down again. And he waited and he waited and he waited until he took, in my mind, what was a maximum loss. Now, it did go down a little bit further, but when my dad ended up selling out, he said he couldn't take any more pain of this investment. He had a 65% loss. He lost well over half of the money he invested. That story stuck with me for a long time, or it still sticks with me to this day. And I kind of made it a point after watching the pain that my dad went through, that I would never make another investment without having some rhyme or reason, technically, not just based on hype, to make an investment. So I tell you that story to help you guys out, because many people bought into Bitcoin without understanding technical analysis. You may or may not be a trader, but understanding some fundamentals of trading can greatly aid you in your investment performance. But most importantly, if you understand some trading, like I'm showing you on my videos on the Sniper Investor channel, it will greatly help your peace of mind. Hope will drive you down and make you take maximum losses, because it's our human nature not to admit that we're wrong. When we believe something, we commit to it emotionally. When you get emotional in trading, you will take maximum losses. There's no way around it. That's the way God wired us. We have emotions so we can love people. We have emotions so we can fear things in life. And when you commit that you are in love with something as it's going up, your emotions, it's a survival technique, because God wants you to be near things that look after you. And when you're in Bitcoin like this, and this Bitcoin is going up, you fall in love with it, and you have this emotion, which is a glue that keeps you to people and things and places that keep you safe, and you develop this emotion. Well, it becomes really, really hard to let go of this emotion as things go down. Now, I'm not saying Bitcoin is going all the way down, but I'm saying it's two different ways of thinking about it. One is technical, looking at numbers and charts. The other way is through emotion. I had started learning at an early age to trade through charts and try to take emotion out of it. And my dad, with the story I told you, was trading purely on emotion, which is where I fear a lot of crypto people are today. Not making any predictions on anything, not trying to talk bad about anything, but trading can help you. The trading mentality will help you. And the things you've been watching my videos, I've been talking an awful lot about these moving averages, is that here you can see that moving averages are good. Here, 12-day EMA is up. Things are good. If you understand my videos and things I've been telling you, you know things are heading south here. Now, if you're a long-term investor and you're in the school that I want to hold this thing forever, you'll see here that if you understand the trading that you learn in my videos, that things are going down. Indecisive period here, and about this day here, you know that things are about to take another downward haul. We've been discussing all that in my videos. If you'll subscribe and go back and check them, and then we'll continue evaluating these markets. But the point I'm trying to make with that is not necessarily teach you about trading today, but let you know that you have strategic decisions to make. As this thing's going up, you can sleep well at night, you know it's going up. When it gets here, you have an opportunity to make a strategic, calculated decision. Do I want to hold this thing knowing it's about to go down, or do I want to sell it and make profits? You have an opportunity to make that decision as a trader, as somebody who invests on hope and who's attached to it emotionally. You do not make that decision here because your emotion will not allow you to make that decision here like a trader can make that decision. You have plenty of opportunities in here to start recognizing and realizing that this thing is indecisive on its direction. You have plenty of opportunities to get out, or you can make the decision, I'm in it for the long haul, I don't care what happens right here, and so forth. So you have an opportunity. Again, as a trader, you can make this decision here. Still have, if you bought in here, you still have plenty of profits. You on this day or this day, either one, you have an opportunity to make a decision. Am I ready to ride this thing down lower? It may or may not go out. I don't know how low it's going to go. It could go down to 1,000. It may go to right here and then pop back to 20,000. Who knows? But the indicator here is this thing is going lower for some time. Am I prepared to do that? Do I want to do that? What's my portfolio looking like? Can I financially afford to take more losses here? Am I willing to do that? So there's all kind of questions you can ask yourself unemotionally as a technical trader that you cannot separate from if you do not understand technical analysis. Hope will always drive you down because for safety's sake, God made us where we stick with people, our wives, our spouses. Even when things aren't good, we're emotionally attached to them because we know things will get better. And we have that same feeling when we get into stock charts or commodity charts or crypto charts or crypto investing, that we'll ride it. And usually when we get a divorce or break off a relationship with our best friend is when things have got to the absolute worst and we can't take it anymore. The same thing holds true in a crypto or a stock or a commodity. The only time you're going to get out is when things get so bad you can't take it anymore. And usually that's when you take a maximum loss. So by looking at things technically, you have plenty of opportunities to exit without taking maximum losses. On the same hand, you also, this thing will turn up and go back up at some point in time. Where it goes to, I don't know, but you have opportunities to get back in at optimal times. Being a technical trader with money makes a lot more sense, even if you only trade a small portion of your portfolio. That's what I do. I only trade 10% of my portfolio. 90% is investments. The 10% keeps me safe. 10% makes me some money. But most importantly, it keeps me involved in making unemotional decisions and making rational decisions with emotion taken out. So I'm putting together a PDF of my complete trading system. It has taken me over 2 decades to develop this system. So you'll want to keep checking in with this channel to make sure that you can snatch up this PDF just as soon as it becomes available. I will also keep making new videos each day. So like and subscribe. Be sure to ding that bell so that you can get notified when I come out with a new video. In trading, you must train yourself to be like the lion. Most people do business and trade like a scared gazelle. Train yourself to be like the lion. Dominate your domain. Analyze, educate, and when it's time to take care of business, you take care of business. Remember, if you don't kill it, your family doesn't eat. This is Blake Storm, SniperInvestor.com.